Hi, my name is Monet, and today I have with me Mika. Thank you for joining me today, Mika. We are going over some upper body resistance exercises, some compound movements as well, and we're going over exercises that are going to help us target and strengthen your pecs, your back muscles, your lats, your biceps, your triceps, and your deltoid. So we're going over a few different exercises, and I will start off by demonstrating. I'm going to ask you to follow along, and we're going to add resistance as necessary. Are we ready?
Yes.
So our first compound movement is going to be a bench press. So it's going to be supine, meaning on your back. You're going to have a seat. You're going to start off with your feet firmly planted on the ground. Okay, as you roll over onto your back, you want to make sure that you are grounding your shoulder blades into the bench. Okay, there's going to be a little bit of an arch in your lower back. You're going to maintain that arch. Try not to push your back flat into the bench. All of your pressure is balanced out to your shoulder blades. So you want to make sure they stay retracted, pinched together, and depressed, meaning we're not shoving your shoulder blades interior. We're going to find the middle of your chest, where your thumbs line up, and from here we're going to be pushing up into a straight line. Okay? I'm going to have you go ahead and start off with very, very light resistance. I'm going to grab 2 dumbbells for you. Maintain that neutral arch in your spine. You want to make sure you're sliding your chin back and down into the bench. Release the shoulder blades, squeeze them together in the back. All of your pressure is going through your shoulder blades. Okay? Finding the midway through your chest, we're going to be holding your dumbbells close to your body. Okay, from here, we're going to drop the elbows just a little bit. From here, you're going to push straight up into a straight line. As you push, you want to make sure you push the air out of your belly. You want to make sure you're controlling your descent. Good. And doing your best not to rotate too much throughout the wrist. Down a bit. So not as much rotation like this. There you go. Straight line up. Good. Okay. I'm asking you a question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how challenging was that? 8. Is that an 8? 8.5. 8.5. Okay. I'm going to give you something just a little bit heavy. Okay. I'll give you 10. We're going to try again. A little bit heavier. I want you to maintain the control. Make sure you're holding the weight in the middle. Exhale as you push. There you go. Come down slow. Keep your weight close to your body as you come down. 2. 1 more. 3. Give me 2 more. 4. Try not to rotate. 1 more. 1 more. Don't rotate. Like this. 1 more. Much better. Much better. Great job. Our next exercise is a bent-over row. Here we're going to be using a dumbbell. So for this one, we have to make sure that we maintain a nice and neutral spinal orientation, nice straight spine. We want to make sure your core is engaged. So if I come over and I put your tummy should be firm. As we're starting off, we're going to make sure we have 1 hand and 1 knee, sitting hand and knee on your bench. Nice long spine from the top of your head to your tailbone, so your eyes are going to stay on the ground. As we're rolling your dumbbell up to the ceiling, we want to make sure we're squeezing the shoulder blades together. We're going to drive through your elbow and get your hand close to your hip like you're starting a lawnmower. You want to make sure as you come up, you're going to get a good squeeze in your back and come down relatively slow. Make sure you maintain your eccentric, which is your lower legs. We're working on your lats. We're working on your rhomboids, your traps, and we're working your shoulders. So I'm going to have you go ahead and get into position on the bench. Grab your light dumbbell for you. We're going to start off with a 10-pound dumbbell. And when you exhale, you pull your dumbbell up. Make sure your tummy stays tight. 3 places, 5. Tight. 4. And 5. Okay? On a scale of 1 to 10, how heavy was that weight? 9. I'm going to give you something a little heavier. This is 15. Increase your weight a little bit on my seat again. Good. Getting your dumbbell a little closer to your hips. 3, 4. Fully lower your arms. One more. All the way down. Good. Alrighty. Number 2. We're going to move on to number 3. Okay, we've got our third movement is going to be a lat pull down from the table. And this one is really important. Well, they're all very important, but anything that we're pulling is going to help us strengthen your back and improve your posture. So this one is going to help us work on strengthening our lats, our latissimus dorsi, and your biceps. Okay, so we're going to start off with okay. We are going to position ourselves with our index finger just past the bed of the bar. Okay. As you sit, you want to make sure that we maintain control over your bar. You're going to keep a nice tall posture, pointing your chest up to the ceiling. We're going to bring your elbows, drive them down and back into the ground. Kind of like you're sliding your shoulder blades into your back pockets. As you're pulling your bar down, you want to make sure you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. You're going to come up slow. There's going to be the tiniest lean as you pull your bar down to your chest, and you're going to return to your start position. Your breathing pattern, you're going to exhale as you pull down, come up very slowly, and then again exhale as you pull down. The entire time your core should be engaged, you're not holding your breath. See? Arms just a little bit wider for me. Right there. Keep your chest tall, proud chest. Remember to drive your shoulder blades down and back into your back pocket. You're coming up slow. Leaning back just a little bit as you pull down. Do me a favor, scoot forward just a little bit. And we have to make sure this lat bar is touching your legs. Teeniest, tightest, lean back as you pull your bar down to your chest. And make sure that we are not arching your back. Your back is nice and straight. Good, one more. Good. Go ahead and release your bar. You're going to stand as you release it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how heavy was that? A 6. You give you some more weight. Okay, it's a little heavier now. Can I see 5 more? Good. Can I just move forward a little bit? I'm going to be feeling for a shoulder blade squeeze as you pull down. I'm going to lean back just a little bit as you pull down. I'm seeing your back still arching a little bit. Can you release your bar, stand up with your bar? When you are pulling straight down, make sure that your core is engaged. When your core is engaged, you're not going to get into arching as easily. Can I see 3 more? And before you start, I'm going to poke you, make sure you're engaged in the core. Inhale. As you exhale, tighten your tummy, make sure it stays tight before I let go. There you go. Good. Okay, go ahead and release it. That concludes our exercise for today. Thank you for joining me. So, really quick recap, we started off with a bench press with dumbbells. We did a bent over row with dumbbells. And our last one was a lat pull down with cable. All of these are going to be very useful in developing our upper body strength, preventing injury, and making sure that we even out any discrepancies, especially when we're able to push your weights evenly through both arms, when your weights are not connected to each other, and as well as your rowing and your cables, improving our stabilization as well. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.